Hello, welcome back everyone. So in the last tutorial we have seen how to create a bucket in GCS using Python. In this particular tutorial what we are going to see is how to create a file in within the bucket. So last time whatever bucket that we have created, so this is the bucket that we have created, right? My project dev bucket. Let's see if we wanted to write any file into this particular location, then how we can do that using Python. And in the same video, in the same tutorial, we will see how to read the file. Let's say a file is already present here in the bucket and we wanted to read the contents of those file using Python, then how we can do that. So without any further delay, let's try to open our Python IDE. So I have created this Python script already, FileIO.py, and as you know, we have to import them, right? Google.cloud, and from this import storage client. So storage, this is what we need to import. Now let's try to write a method, right? Def write, because we wanted to do these two activities in this particular tutorial, right? So def write underscore read, and here we will just pass two parameter. One is name of the bucket in which we wanted to create the file, and actual file name, right? Like what is the file name that we wanted to create the file with. So this is our function declaration or definition started, and here let's say create the object of storage class. Say storage client is equal to storage.client. Okay, now what we wanted to do is storage client dot bucket, right? Here in this we should pass name of the bucket in which we wanted to create this particular file, right? So this is done. Storage client dot bucket name. Now in the GCP world, the exact terminology to refer a file, now file could be a text file, CSV file, could be an image, could be a audio video file, or anything of that sort, right? And that's why the correct name in which we should refer the files in the GCS is not the file, is going to be the blob, right? So from a conceptual level, blob refers to a file itself. File could be of any type, but while calling it within the GCP language standards, it is been referred as blob. Okay, so let's say this is my bucket, right? And let's say I wanted to create the blob as well, right? So blob is equal to bucket dot blob, right? And here you should pass file name. So now we have a bucket, right? We already have a bucket here, and inside this particular bucket we wanted to create a file as in blob. So that's why what we did here, through storage client we have referred this particular name as bucket, and we again extended this bucket object, right, bucket variable, to refer to the file that we actually wanted to create. Okay, now what next? This is the standard Python code that we can just utilize to write the file. Now what we want to do is this blob, right? It is a reference to a file. What we have done here is we have opened this particular blob in the write mode. See, W stands for the write mode, as F as in this is a pointer to all this particular file, and here we are writing using the f dot write, that these are the contents I wanted to write in the file, right? So I am just writing, I'll be creating a file with some name, and inside that I'll just write hello world. So this is the writing part of it. Now when it comes to reading the file, it is very simple. Entire code is same, only you have to open that particular file into the readable mode. So R stands for read, W stands for write. Then rest of the code is pretty much same, that as file, and then instead of f dot write we should do f dot read, right? There are some more methods are also available, like for example read lines, so that let's say if you have multiple lines in a file, then your this file pointer, right, this f is nothing but a file pointer. It is pointing to a file contents. Then f dot read lines will read the content of a file line by line, and then using the print you can just display those, right? So this is our write underscore read function, which accepts two things: bucket name and name of the file. It creates this file first, writes it into the bucket, and then once it is written we are just reading that here. Now one more thing which is remaining is we should actually call this particular function, right? So write underscore read, what is our bucket name? Let's copy it from here. So this is my bucket name, and let's say hello world, right? So I'll just mention it as hello world txt. So this is the name of the file which I wanted to give. So this is a function call, and the actual function implementation is this. Okay, so this is what I'll just run this particular program now. And as you can see here, after execution it had just executed this particular line of code which is for writing, and after writing the hello world content into hw.txt, it has tried to read that particular file, and it has displayed the content of a file. As I have already mentioned, that this is just a single line we are writing in a file, hello world. That's why while reading it, it had just written us this hello world. Now let's try to go into the bucket and see if this file is been created. So I'm already into the bucket, currently it is empty. I'll just refresh this page, and if you can see, I have this hw.txt file got uploaded into the dev bucket that we have passed as a parameter here. Okay. And content I have already shown you, but let's try to even see that how it displays. So here if you see, it will ask you to download the file, which you can download and store it in your local. But this is how the entire thing works in terms of file writing into the GCS bucket and reading the content of that file onto your console, as you can see it here. Okay, I hope you have understood this, and it is a very important concept, even though it's just a small, few lines of code. In actuality, whenever you are working on some kind of enterprise level application, this snippet of code is very important. You need this a lakhs of time, because it's a basic minimum activity that any enterprise level application would need. Okay, so thank you guys, thanks for watching this video. If you find this particular video useful to you, do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more. Thanks again.